Y'all, it might be time to cancel everything. And I mean everything.
And truly, why is everything a subscription now? Because first it was just Netflix and it was like, okay, fine, that's chill. Now you have to have every single network.
You know what doesn't get enough hate in today's economy is the fact that every single thing has become a membership subscription model.
Subscription service model is actually the bane of my existence.
You ever look around and realize that you're paying monthly just to exist?
Wait, where are you going? Think about all the good times we had together. We'll give you 1 week free. 1 week free. Okay, fine. We'll taxidermy your dead cat for you or something. No, where are you gonna find something like that? We will give you a TV. I bet we could get your ex back. The good one. You know what? Fine, you can go. Are you sure? I mean, you gotta tell us why. What's the reason? Okay, what if we give you the month free? I know we said
Like a toxic ex crawling back every time. It is. It's so ridiculous because that's actually kind of how they treat you. Whenever I'm trying to cancel a subscription, I also notice, the "are you sure?" Of course they're gonna have the "are you sure?" They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to cancel. That makes sense. But then you're offering me a discount or a free X amount of months. Just lower your price. I don't want to be hooked back in and then have to pay more. But again, that's how they get you, is they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna dangle the discount," and then you end up paying again the normal price. And of course, when they increase the price, which inevitably they always will do for the same service, maybe they'll have some bug fixes here and there, maybe make the interface look even worse than it did before, maybe more janky, who knows? But I guess we're getting something out of it.
Y'all, it might be time to cancel everything. And I mean everything. Every subscription that you have, cancel it. Every single subscription. We are letting freedom of speech dissipate before our eyes. Cancel every subscription that you have.
Maybe I'm not picking up what she's putting down. I don't know what subscriptions have to do with freedom of speech, but canceling your subscriptions, I understand just fine. There is no reason to have some things be subscriptions. I remember when you could buy Microsoft Office Suite, like go to Best Buy, get the little code, and then you have it. Why is it now a subscription? Adobe, why is that a subscription? Everything is a subscription. I used to like subscription boxes. I don't know if you guys remember those. I think they're still a thing, but not as much of a craze as they used to be. So I would get were they Ipsy boxes? Birchbox was a thing as well. Something for makeup. Like that was fun because you would get a gift, right, that you paid for in advance. But it came with, surprise products and stuff like that. That was fun at least. This is just a service that you know what you're getting. There's no sort of surprise. So it makes no sense to be a subscription aside from corporate greed. If you want to charge people again, make the product better and then people buy the next advanced version of it. Or they'll ride out their laggy version. But why is everything a subscription? I almost lost it when Quizlet became a subscription. Wow, I really am missing out on a lot of bad things because I remember when Quizlet was free. It's a subscription now? How are students studying? Are there ads or is it paid with ads? Even trying to read an article online. To be fair, I don't remember ever having an easy time reading articles online because they always wanted you to pay 99 cents for the full year. Support our journalists, which we really should be supporting our journalists, right? Critical thinking is dying. Thought is dying. But I've never seen it not be a subscription, or at least I don't remember it not ever being a subscription.
And truly, why is everything a subscription now? Because first it was just Netflix and it was like, okay, fine, that's chill. Now you have to have every single network, like HBO, Hulu, Netflix, everything, just to watch the one show that you want to watch, because every single show is on a different platform now. Also,
and then, not to cut him off here, but if you have to get Netflix, Max, Peacock, whatever the heck else, Paramount Plus, there are there are dozens of different streaming services at this point, and they each have their own little exclusive show. Netflix pisses me off because they keep canceling the shows that I wanted to watch. Teenage Bounty Hunters, I don't know if you guys watched that show 5 years ago, but I really enjoyed it, but then they canceled it. So I have had no trust with Netflix, and I just, before they had the no sharing service, would mooch off of my my friend's Netflix account and my parents. And now people are like, I'm sailing the sea, the piracy, right? They're pirates. So now they're trying not to pay for any sort of subscription. I remember, this is how old I am, telling my age, but Hulu used to be genuinely free, right? Of course, that's how they hook you in, and then going into the enshittification, making everything crappier, and you're paying to have ads in your service. But before, Hulu was brilliant. It felt like a pirate streaming service because you could watch whatever show you really wanted to. It would have some different types of shows on there too. And then I think they started to add ads, and I'm like, you know what, that's fine because I'm not paying for anything. And then at some point I stopped watching Hulu. And when I heard about it, I'm like, oh, I'll get, a Hulu subscription. Pay for Hulu with ads? What is the point of the ads? It's just greed at that point, right? The only thing we have now, and I stick by my favorite streaming service, which is Tubi, right? I love Tubi for all of the insane Detroit films. Tubi is probably my favorite streaming platform, okay?
So it's not even just like streaming networks anymore. Because tell me why Snapchat has had this subscription for like a year, and now they're literally selling it for 99 cents for an entire year because that's how desperate they are. They just want $1 out of everything. I'm not even kidding when I say that you can buy Snapchat Premium for McDonald's points. Like, I am so serious. What is going on?
Is it really 99 cents for a year? And then people will be like, okay, well, I mean, it's just 99 cents. Snapchat used to be free. I think we're not understanding that. But I guess they're realizing nobody cares to keep their streak. I have paid 99 cents or whatever the amount was to keep a streak. I know that's cheating. Whatever. I've done it before, okay? It's fine. But it is so money grabby.
I made the mistake of canceling my Spotify subscription for an Apple Music subscription. And I've had it for several months at this point. And I don't know what I did, but apparently I turned off auto renewal at some point. And so my subscription recently ended. You know what else happened? Every single one of my playlists that I have made over like the past 6 months is gone. So guess who's going back to Spotify, where
all your added music and playlists go back the same after you pay again. Apple Music doesn't have a free version, so you just lose access. It comes back when you renew it again. That is absolutely crazy. Like, why don't we have a free option for Apple Music? Especially, like, if you have an iPhone. It's so strange to me. Was it free before, or was that iTunes? What's iTunes? Can you buy music anymore on iTunes? I haven't bought music in forever, so. That's actually diabolical. I feel like if you got your subscription back, it would show up again, but also you just remove everyone's playlist. That's like warfare. That's really cruel to do to someone.
I bought a Ring camera. Why the fuck I gotta pay $5 a month to see out this month, bro? This shit is crazy.
You have to pay $5 for your own Ring camera? That's a joke. I did not know that. Oh my God, that's actually really crazy. Like, I did not realize in order for low-key third parties that can hack into your camera, make sure you change the password on your camera. If you haven't done that, if you're putting it off, don't put it off anymore. Let this be your reminder, okay? The universe is telling me to tell you to change that password so nobody's hacking in and watching what you're doing, okay? Also, people who put Ring cameras inside your house, why do you do that? Why do you do that? It's very bizarre to me. Like, I guess understand putting it inside your child's room to watch them, but I'm not a parent. I just think it's a bit sus, right? People have just had the little baby monitors, or not actually, for most of human history. So I think you could do without putting a camera in your child's room. But I guess the risk is minimal. So you do you. Make sure your baby's safe. That's all I care about.
What the fuck? Why do I need a subscription for some shit I got already, bro? I got it. I own it. It's on the front of my house, bro. Why I need a subscription for this bitch to work, bro?
And that reminds me of, since he's in a car and he's saying, I have the actual tool or I have the actual item that I don't understand why I need to pay extra money to make this item work. Right? So for example, cars. Why on earth do we have to pay money for certain parts of our cars? This is specifically for probably newer models like 2020 and newer, where you have to pay like $5 a month to access your heated steering. The heated steering is already in your car, but just to access it, you have to pay like $5. Heated seating, $15. Remote starting your car from wherever, nearby, $15. Why is that a thing? I'm tired of all of these fees. Same. My Ring camera, my Wi-Fi, but I still have to pay Exactly. We have to pay for Wi-Fi. We have to like internet. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible out here. I could only imagine. Like you couldn't sit down your ancestor and explain this. Did they have that? Did they have subscriptions back in the day? This is such a new concept, and we just keep ruining life for ourselves. What is going on?
You know what doesn't get enough hate in today's economy is the fact that every single thing has become a membership subscription model. Literally everything. My dog's groomer, blowout hair bars, physical
Blowout hair bars have become a subscription? I wouldn't know because I took a shower, I dried my hair, air dried it. There's not much I can do with my curly hair. Plus I don't have a hot air tool. But blow drying your hair? Really?
therapist. Like there's a physical therapist in LA that you pay annual fee, and each time that you come, it's a little bit cheaper than it would be if you weren't a member. But
I had that. I would get massages every 2 weeks, right? So I had a membership at 2 different places. Like I was really stressed out at my job. Thankfully, I was able to afford this stuff, no problem. I have it ever since I quit my job. I don't feel like the knots in my neck or in my lower back anymore. So all of that money was for naught, right? But it would cost, I think at the start, $60, so I was paying $120 a month, whereas it would cost $30 $20 to $30 extra at both places. So an extra $40 to $60 I would be paying if I did this without the membership. So I understand it, right? They'd want to get you in the door, and that's technically what they would rather have you pay the price for.
Doesn't really give you much of a benefit. Like the idea of paying monthly into a membership is you're getting some unique benefit month to month. Every single thing has become a membership model to the point that you can't even fight the system because literally everything is. The grocery stores in LA, Air One has a membership model too where you get cash back.
The grocery store has a membership? Air One, really? Aren't you already the most expensive grocery store? I did a video on Meadow Lane, which is like the most expensive grocery store in New York, probably beside Erewhon. But Erewhon is like selling $20 fruit smoothies.
Everything is a pay-to-play membership. And I fear that like there will be no normal just pay for the thing and be done. Everyone is going to inflate their prices so that they can force you into some stupid membership model. And as a type B person, it's my worst enemy because I always end up forgetting about like the monthly credit or whatever, or not booking it at the frequency that needs to be booked in order for me to actually save. So it becomes like a scam.
She makes a good point. So going back to the massage thing, I was so depressed at my job. I wasn't even going to one of the masseuse places, right? So I had built up credits. I did not go to one place for 10 months. And so I left to go gallivant abroad. I had to use all 10 of those credits, right, poor me, in two months. So it also doesn't help people who aren't in the right state of mind either, too, because now they're just paying so much money. I was very privileged to forget, or it wasn't necessarily that I forgot because I kept going to one of the places. It was just closer to me and therefore more mentally easy for me to go to. I don't even know how to explain the headspace I was in. Subscriptions, right? And people aren't checking their statements all the time, and that's what they're hoping for, that you just forget, or out of your own maybe even laziness, or, you know, in my case, your mental unwellness, that you just won't do it. So it's a pretty predatory system, in my opinion. The new printers have ink membership. Didn't they always have an ink membership for you to be able to use the own ink in your own gosh darn printer? I know printers have just been a scam in general. Just go to the library. Just go to the library, it's cheaper. I miss owning Microsoft Office. I don't like membership. I don't either. I remember being able to own Microsoft Office Suite as well. What a time to be alive, isn't it?
Subscription service model is actually the bane of my existence, and if you have not taken the time this year to physically write out or type out all the subscription services that you're subscribed to, you really should, because it makes you realize how crazy all of this has gone.
Especially BMW charging a monthly subscription fee for heated seats. Yep, as I was saying, Prime has gone downhill, and agree about Hulu's UI. Yeah, Prime, I never had Prime, but I feel like it has gone downhill because they've taken away a lot of the different titles, movies, TV shows that you used to be able to watch. Additionally, I don't think they have like same day shipping anymore. A part of it, maybe it's like 2-day now, but again, I do not have that service, so let me know if there's anything that you've noticed that has been taken away. That's a great point. Now, there are some apps that you have, or if you're a part of certain banking apps, they might list that out for you. I don't think I'm a part of any banking app. I have a bunch of different banks that I'm a part of, but I've never explored their apps or their websites to the extent where I'm seeing in my statements, they're like, yeah, you, for this monthly recurring, you have these monthly, daily, geez, I hope nobody has anything daily, weekly, yearly, subscriptions that you are assigned to. That is a really good thing. Now, it can be easy to be like, oh, I'll just remember that I have my Hulu, Netflix, Paramount, etc., the XYZ subscription, but you might forget. Some of us are getting a little bit more forgetful when we're, now that we're in the age of the doom scroll. I think that has done a number on our brains. Now, see, you're doom scrolling with me, okay, so that's fine because I'm, providing you with commentary, and this is a long form video. I've been chatting away, okay, maybe sometimes even about things that doesn't even matter, right? But you're still, hopefully, paying attention. By this time, I think 30% of you have left. Chat, are you still there? But no, I think that is an excellent advice, is to list out all of your subscriptions. Do that as an exercise. You know what? After you leave this video, maybe have something playing in the background and you just comb through your bank statements. What is on annual renewal, monthly renewal, weekly renewal? Go check it out. See, maybe you might even find that you have like some random charge on there. Okay, it's always good to comb through your bank statements anyway to make sure that your financial health is in order.
In 2016, my professor predicted the oversaturation of streaming apps. He was like, what I think is going to happen, that a lot of companies are going to follow suit, create their own apps, and pretty soon people are going to have all of these subscriptions and they're eventually going to go back to cable because it's just cheaper. And I think about how he's right all the time, especially now that we're seeing a lot of these companies really crack down on password sharing. You need 6 different accounts, a cable subscription, and you gotta live in the same state in order to watch all the NFL games. NBA over here talking about, hey, if you wanna watch our games, just watch the highlights. And the prices of these streaming apps are steadily rising. Peacock used to be free with my internet subscription, and then it went to $2.99, and now it's $9.99.
And now I'm in my communications theory class where we're talking about how people are barely watching things because of social media. Yeah. You know what people are doing, and we might get a little meta here, but you know what people are doing while they're watching things? You're probably scrolling right now. You probably have your phone in your hand. You might be watching on your computer, on your laptop. Shit, you could be on your phone as well, okay? On your phone as well, and then have the little video player in the top left or right corner, okay, of your screen and doing something else. Am I right or am I wrong? Are you doing that right now? Are more people having ADHD, or has doom scrolling ruined our brains? Okay? Very strange.
You ever look around and realize that you're paying monthly just to exist? Like, not to live comfortably, not to build wealth, but just to be here. You don't own your time, you don't own your home. Hell, half of us don't even own our own car. But we damn sure own the stress. They've literally turned life into a subscription box. Rent, that's your roof over your head package. Groceries, that's the try not to starve this week bundle. Car note, insurance, utilities, Wi-Fi, phone, healthcare, dental. And don't forget the taxes on the things that you've already paid for. And if you mess up the order of your bills by just one day, here comes the overdraft fee. Like a punishment for struggling incorrectly. We're not living, we're leasing survival from the same system that profits when we're drowning. And I heard somewhere they want to start charging monthly fees to unlock your car's seat warmers. For real?
I love how banks charge money for not having money. That's actually diabolical. What are those called? Right, overdraft fees? Probably one of the worst things of all time. You're a bank, you have money, okay? Like, I'll pay you back, all right? Why are you paying me? Or why are you taking money from me when I have no money? It's like robbing someone who just got robbed. What are you doing? You got bailed out. Maybe we should have taken more money from you.
I feel like making everything subscription based is the easiest way to lose me as a customer, and I promise I'm not kidding. Like, I feel like everything slowly but surely as I've gotten older has become subscription based. Like, even when a few months ago when I was looking for a car, I noticed now that the way that they advertise the cars is not even through like the total cost of the car, it's through monthly payments, right? So you're going to be paying on this car for, they've extended the time, it's like up to 8 years, it's just, then you have your streaming services, then you have any device that you buy that's like electronic, it now has some sort of subscription based service that you have to buy alongside with the device for it to work. The more that these things come out, the less likely I'm going to be purchasing anything. Like, I'm just not doing it.
Thank you. And everything has to be an account with your email. Yep, because email marketing is apparently, from what I've learned on wanting to start my own small business at some point, is Email marketing is the best marketing tool ever, right? That is where you get the most clicks. If someone has given you their email and they check their email all the time, the open rate is much higher. People actually, looking and seeing what the deals are is much higher than, someone doing an ad read here on YouTube, or, you scrolling on the TikToks, the Instagrams, right? Why are we paying for iCloud storage? Because of data centers, okay, to hold all of that data. It's pretty expensive to have a data center, I will say that. I've been in quite a few. I've been in a lot of data centers, actually, and there is a lot of thought that goes into it. There's just a lot that goes into it. I'm not gonna get into the IT of it all. So how many subscriptions do you have? You should have been taking inventory while you were listening to this video, okay? I know you typically multitask. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, and I will see you in the next one. But before you go, I think you'll like these videos next.